Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Liam Keane. Liam, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Everton 1. Not a classic, not going to be talking about this for years to come, yet at the same time this could be a very important point come the end of the season.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'd have all taken a point. Everton coming into this game were 7 unbeaten in the Premier League. David Moyes did a fantastic job in getting them out of trouble and keeping them out of this relegation battle. And despite them having a few injuries, a few knocks themselves, they're a difficult side at the moment to play. And I thought Wolves probably edged it. I think Wolves probably edged it on the overall performance. I think if Wolves had nicked a winner at the end there, Everton would have had too many complaints, but a point's probably about right.
I think it's a fair result.
It's about right. Wolves may be missing a little bit of that clinical edge going forward, but I thought
he was sat in the executive box.
Well, yeah. But there were lots of very good performances. Defensively, all three of the back three, Doc, Agbadou and Totti, I thought all of them were excellent. I thought Andre and João Gomez were fantastic. Maybe up there one of their best games as a pairing.
I completely agree.
I thought they were both fantastic. Yeah. I thought Bellegarde was brilliant again. Manetzi takes his goal really well. Maybe a little bit quiet before that, but I thought he was growing into it, using his physical abilities really well. And a player off the bench in Pablo Sarabia, who I thought had a really good impact actually. A lot of really good deliveries, goes close with a free kick, and was lively. So you could go across the board really. It was a solid performance from Wolves, and they earned the point. It was a hard-earned point, and they showed a bit of bottle. They battled and they fought, and they earned that point. And as you say, it could be a really important one.
Yeah, look, they showed character as well. Yeah. Going 1-0 down. Disappointing goal positionally. It was a disappointing goal to concede.
Slightly unlucky as well with the deflection as well.
Yeah, unlucky with the deflection. That's been going on, but at the same time, you can't have that space at the edge of the box there, and you're asking for trouble.
So well out of position.
Well out of position. Yeah. So it was a disappointing goal to concede. Pereira wasn't happy. And you could have hidden then. You could have really just gone into the shell, and they didn't. They came back. They got the equaliser. When you're 1-0 down here at Everton, under the lights, in a TV game, pressure's on you, and they showed a bit of metal, like you say, a bit of bottle. To be fair to them, I think Manetzi's. Let's see what the injury is at this moment in time. I know he's carrying it going into it. Hopefully, it's not too serious. But he just threatened with the header as well, hadn't he? So there was a really good save from Pickford, and then scored his goal. I think that will help him as well, because we all know the chances that he's had. Yeah. He hasn't put them away. Getting his first goal in Wolves colours will definitely help him going forward.
Yeah, 100%. And it was a nice goal as well. It was a nice team goal. Aït-Nouri does well to carry the ball, feed a little pass inside for Bellegarde, who I'll reiterate again, I thought was excellent all night tonight.
Confident on the ball, isn't he?
Very, very confident. It's amazing what confidence can do for a player, and all of a sudden, and it's a slightly different position in this front three because he's not being asked to hold the touchline. He's able to come inside, and it's suiting him down to the ground at the moment. Picks the ball up, charges forward, feeds a lovely pass through, and Manetzi slides in, slightly unsighted by the defender who misses it, and then he just gets enough on it to take it past Pickford. But it was a nice goal. It was a good moment for him. Something that I think will really help and aid his confidence. And we'll find out. Speak to Pereira about the injury, and hopefully he's okay. But if he is, we both said in that first half, that team that started tonight is probably the team that plays the next few games.
I think so. Look, we talk about, you say maybe Wolves edged it, and quite rightly so. They had a great chance, I think, towards the end of the game, but then bang, Everton broke, and we talk about the good performances. Well, Jose Sarr against Beto there, 1-on-1. That is a save that's got them a point there, so you've got to give him credit as well.
Exactly that. I was going to say, I mentioned a lot of individuals, and I think collectively as a team Wolves played really well, but at big moments when individuals had to step up, they did. Jose Sarr was pretty much untroubled all night tonight. Obviously the goal goes in, it takes a massive deflection, and he's not at fault for that. Otherwise he didn't have a lot to do. I thought he came out and claimed a few crosses really well, came out and punched a few crosses as well, which I thought he did. He was commanding in his area. And then the one big moment that he does have, when Everton break, Alcaraz finds Beto, maybe a slightly tame shot, but regardless, it's 1-on-1.
It's a good save.
I think it's a good save. I do think it's a good save.
I think it's a good save.
He pushes it away perfectly, goes down perfectly, and salvages Wolves what would have been an unjust defeat. But when all the individuals were needed, they stepped up, and that was the important part.
But like I say, no Matheus Cunha tonight, so they had to change. There was a different formation. They had to show what they're about, and I think this is a team now, and they've got to take it in this mini 6-game period or 5-game period now, or 4 games if it's Cunha's miss. We'll see what happens. But they've got one out of the way. They've got a point. They've extended that gap on Ipswich and Leicester. That goal difference is even better now, 13 as it stands. So all in all, it's been a very good. Leicester still got to play, of course, but this
Chelsea
has been
tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're going to get hammered.
Well, please don't say that.
But
it's not happened yet.
But it's a very good weekend, isn't it? So far for Wolves, we'll take that.
It is.
You're not going to keep on winning and winning and winning. You know, if you can extend that gap without your talismanic striker, and you do that week to week to week, they're going to be in a great position. This is a good evening for them.
It is good evening. It is. Wolves showed a lot of character, bottle fight, and could have nicked it. The fans were with them. They pretty much dominated the most of that second half, apart from obviously Better having that big chance. Everton will go through the motions a little bit and were camped in their own half and in their own box for quite a lot of it. And Wolves showed a lot, I thought, of character for a side that is missing that player as well. It's not just the performance in itself, but it's the context around it and the fact that they were missing a player as important as Mateus Cunha. So it will be an important one. Ipswich losing obviously late on as well to Palace was massive. Yeah. Saints losing a lead at Liverpool and losing that game. It was an opportunity.
Burnley have got more chance of staying in the league than Southampton.
I know, but I've got to mention them. I agree
because we're playing them next week. Maybe
I've got to mention them.
Tenuous.
But this will get replayed if they end up beating us next week.
Well, they're still down.
Yeah, true. And with a ridiculous, by the way, 8 p.m. kickoff, Wolves had to go and do the business, and they did. A win would have been perfect, but I think it's a good point against a team that's doing well. And I think Pereira got the team right, he got his changes right, and the team performed.
Yeah, absolutely. Wolves won, Everton won. For all the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.